They who forget the Lord's name and do many other deeds, they are bound and beaten in Yama's city, like a thief caught on the spot, says Nanak. Fifth Guru, while uttering the Lord's name, beautiful appears the earth and lovely the sky. Nanak says, they who are without the name, their bodies the crows eat. Body, they who praise the name with love abide in their own mansion. They do not enter into existences again and are not destroyed. With every breath and morsel, they remain blended in the love of God. God's love does not ever fade, and by the Guru's grace, their mind is illumined. Nanak says, they remain on the side of God, and showering His grace, He unites them with Himself. Slok 3rd Guru, as long as this mind is in waves of passion, man indulges in great pride and ego. He does not relish the Guru's word, nor loves the name. His service does not become acceptable, and fretting and fuming, he feels miserable. Nanak says, he alone can be called a true servant who cuts off his head and places it before the Lord. He accepts the true Guru's will and keeps the word in his heart. Third Guru, that alone is worship, penance, hard labor and service which is pleasing to the Lord. The mortal who discards his ego, the Lord pardons him and blends him with Himself. Once blended with God, he does not ever get separated again, and his light merges with the Supreme Light. Nanak says, he alone realizes the Lord by the Guru's grace, whom the Lord Himself makes realize. Pauri, everyone is in the Lord's account, but the proud, self-willed person does not know this. He does not ever remember the God's name, and the Yama strikes him on the head. The sins and misdeeds are like the iron dress. He has loaded a very heavy load of them all. Arduous and dreadful is the path. How can the stream be crossed? Nanak says, they whom the Guru saves are emancipated. The God's name saves them. Slok 3rd Guru, without serving the true Guru, one does not obtain peace, dies and is reborn again and again. He has been given drug of attachment of worldly love and caught deeply into duality. He does many evil deeds. Some are saved by Guru's grace. Unto such person everyone pays obeisance. Nanak says, within thy mind, night and day meditate the Lord's name, by which thou shalt obtain the door of salvation. Third Guru, in the love of Maya attachment, one has forgotten the truth, death, and the Lord's name. While doing worldly affairs, his life passes away, and within him he endures pain. Nanak says, they who are so destined from primal time attain to peace by serving the true Guru. Pauri, by studying the account of the Lord's name, you shall not be called to account again. No one will question you, and you shall ever obtain shelter at God's portal. The Yama shall meet you and offer homage, and shall ever be your servant. By the guidance of the perfect Guru, you shall attain the Lord's mansion, and your glory shall become manifest in the world. Nanak says, the celestial strain shall play at the door of your mind, and you shall be united to the Lord. Slok 3rd Guru, if one carries out the Guru's command, he attains the essence of all the blisses. Nanak says, if one does deeds enjoined by the Guru, his fear is annulled and he crosses to the other shore. Third Guru, the Lord's name never gets old and his name is never soiled. He who follows the Guru's will is not born again. Nanak says, whoever forgets the name, he both comes and goes. Pauri, my Lord, the mendicant begs of thee a boon. Grant this and embellish me. Lord, I thirst for thine sight. With thy sight I get stygated. I cannot live even for an instant, a trice and a moment. O Mother, without seeing God, I die. The true Guru has shown the Lord to me. He is pervasive in all places. Nanak says, the Lord Himself wakes the sleeping man and attaches him to Himself. Slok 3rd Guru, the egocentrics do not know how to speak. Within them is lust, wrath and pride. They do not distinguish between right and wrong and always think of evil deeds. At the Lord's portal, they are asked to render account. There they are proved false. The Creator Himself creates the world and Himself judges it. Nanak says, to whom should one tell when the Lord of Himself is pervading everywhere? Third Guru, they alone meditate on God by the Guru's guidance, who are blessed with good destiny. Nanak says, I am a sacrifice unto those within whose mind He, the Lord, abides.